Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to be making today is a delicious batch of Mother's mustard sauce. Now this recipe today was given to me by my friend Jennifer. This is her mother's recipe and apparently she's been making this for years to the point where they don't make or buy any mustard because they make their own. And this recipe can be made several ways or used. You could use at least a few different types of vinegars. We'll talk a little bit about that. But if that interests you and you like to know how to make some, stick around and let's get started. So the type of vinegar I'm using here today is just a white vinegar. Jennifer said that she've used apple cider vinegar. Definitely she said don't use the red wine vinegar because it don't taste the same. But you can explore. But today is our white vinegar. We're going to be using about a pack of OXO, or that's beef cubes, 2 teaspoonfuls of flour, all-purpose or a flour of your choice. We got some mustard powder, about 1/4 cup. We got a cup of brown sugar and 3 large eggs. So now what I'm going to do is toss in my brown sugar first. So pretty much the direction what Jennifer said, her mom used to toss all of the ingredients in together. I'm going to leave the vinegar for last, but put the dry ingredients in here first, and then I'm going to just toss this around to get it blended together. So pretty much all I'm going to do here is just toss the eggs into this bowl, a separate bowl. I want to whisk this together because what you need to do is with a blender or a whisk, get this going to make sure it all blends well together, but is consistent blending once we go over to the double boiler. And you can also make this recipe for Mother's mustard sauce. You can make it as well in the microwave, and we'll talk a little bit about that as well. So toss the eggs into the mixture here of dry ingredients. We're going to mix this together, and we got a double boiler going on here. We got some water in the bottom. This bowl is not quite hot yet, so I'm going to use a mid here very shortly. And you got to keep whisking. And I'm going to be tossing in here a 1/4 cup of vinegar. And pretty much now you're whisking until this starts to thicken. So like I was saying, pretty much what we're doing here now is getting this mixed together. You see all the ingredients is in there. You could whisk it with a blender. Jennifer said her mom have used, and I'm just using an NL whisk here today. And then if you're doing it in the microwave, if you're going to make this in the microwave, every 30 seconds open the door and whisk it up until when it starts to thicken. So pretty much that's all we're doing here now. Depending on, like you said, you only need it on a medium heat. And depending on, like you said, the cooking time, just keep whisking it. Just watch it a little bit and then whisk it again, because you don't want to cook those eggs. You don't want to scramble those eggs. You want them to cook in with the mustard sauce. That's all you need to do there. Now, as you can see, the color is starting to change a little bit there. It smells absolutely amazing in here. And it's starting to thicken. You can see that it's getting a little bubbles around the side, and the consistency is getting thicker. So what I'm going to do now is take this back to my counter, put it in a mason jar, and show you what it's like. Now look how delicious this delicious Mother's mustard sauce is. Now I'm going to pour it into a mason jar. Pretty much you could I guess reserve this in a mason jar or in a squeeze type jar. Right now, because it's so hot, I want it into a mason jar, but in after I'll show you what you can do with it. Look at this. Isn't that just absolutely delicious? I'm so excited. Now, this delicious Mother's mustard sauce could be served hot. It could be served cold over a delicious sandwich. Of course, here today we're going to show you our ham and cheese bunwich with some tater tots. And
I think that one will be mine.
you know it is.
Of course.
You know it is. And if you stick around with us over this next few weeks, we're going to show you a couple of more recipes that you could use this delicious Mother's mustard sauce with. And of course, you see how simple it is. Jennifer told me when you make it, put it in the fridge and keep it there until it's gone, till you've eaten it all. I've had a bottle in there now. Well, I got it into this little squeeze bottle here now, and it's almost gone, and I made this much, and it's about 2 weeks now, Raymond, since I did this one, and every taste is just as good as the first. Let me just show you what it's like when it's sat and cold and it's going over this delicious sandwich. Now you just take it and squirt it out like this, or you can scoop it out. You see the color is different there now because it's cold. And when it's set, just look at it. Now this is what it's like when it's warm. It's a little more caramelized. Then it kind of settles down with I guess the coolness. And now I'm going to have a little taste of this one, and I know Raymond is going to eat up this sandwich after.
I believe it, yeah. Great anytime.
Now the sauce that I made a couple of weeks ago, I did this one in the microwave because Jennifer said she loves making hers in the microwave, and just every 30 seconds open the microwave, stir it, put it on again. But I also like doing it on the double boiler. That one is a little bit more time consuming because you got to make sure the water is nice and warm, and you got I guess a stovetop safe bowl on top. Now just look at this. I'm going to have a little taste. I'm going to have one of those tots too. Oh my goodness. Right here now, of course, my jaws is just going together. Taste that mustard. You know, the vinegar, I'm using the white vinegar because we pickle a lot with white vinegar here. But I haven't tried the apple cider yet. Jennifer did. She loves it. You explore. You use what you like to eat and have, and share it with us. Send us a message letting us know what you think. I'm going to put a little bit of this mustard here now on this tater tot. Oh my goodness, Raymond.
I know.
So good. 2 thumbs up.
I just can't wait.
Thank you, Jennifer, for sharing this, and I'm excited to show the recipes that can be made with this as well. Yum. 2 thumbs up. So if you're a new viewer here today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out our recipes. And of course our up and coming recipes is pretty cool as well. Also the recipe is down there for you to print, and if you can't find it there, you can also visit us on our website www.bonitaskitchen.com, print it there, or our Facebook page. We're going to thank each one of you for stopping by here today and checking out our recipe here. And we're not going to take up any more of your time because we know it's precious. So on behalf of myself, Raymond, our team here at Bonita's Kitchen, from our kitchen to yours, you have a wonderful day. And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea. Journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen, to yours.